Hello, oh, hey. Hi, welcome to the Whitey White Guy Show. I'm Whitey. Today, sad news that is bad and sad. And apparently, kind of hoping this is wrong somehow, but it looks right. Oh, Internet, don't cooperate with me. That would be a nice thing to do. It appears that Grant Imahara, I believe that's how he says his last name, from Mythbusters fame, has passed away. God, I actually hope this is a hoax. But it article on Facebook said that he passed away from a brain aneurysm at the age of 49, which is way too young. He was a spry dude, and obviously I'd never met him personally or nothing, but he seemed like a chill guy. If you're not familiar somehow, in the early 2000s, it ran for over, I think it ran for like a dozen years. There was a TV show called Mythbusters where there was two guys, Adam and Jamie, two white dudes who would take a myth, a popular myth, and then use scientific theory. What is it called? Scientific something. They'd use scientific method, and they would test a myth, and they'd film it. So they would test like whether or not there's some old story about how a cannonball went through, exploded because of this, something online, and they would test it, and they'd recreate the scenario and see if there was one where there's a popular myth about how Coca-Cola, the ingredients in Coca-Cola are such that Coca-Cola will remove rust from your car because it's that acidic or something. And so they would take some Coca-Cola and pour it on a junky car and see if it got the rust off. Simple enough. And other stuff, of course, was more complicated, and they would build all kinds of sets and gadgets and test these myths. And it's a really cool show. After so many seasons, you're staring at the same two guys. So they brought in Grant, Tori, and three younger people by comparison, and they too would test myths. So you'd have Jamie and Adam testing this myth over here in the A story, and then you cut to the B story, and the Grant, Tori, and the other guy are testing another theory. And Grant Imahara was one of the guys. He had to be an educated guy. I believe he had a background in engineering. And those three characters, they weren't my favorite. I liked Jamie and Adam. Um, they were there to be family friendly, and it was kind of schmaltzy. They couldn't sit there and tell dick and fart jokes, so they had to keep it clean. But I was never a huge fan. But I didn't want to wake up today and hear the guy died. He seemed like a chill dude. Seemed like a cool guy from the show. Never met him personally, but he's one of those guys you never heard anything bad about him. And so, of course, it's the nice guy. You know, I believe he was Japanese American, and here's a dude went himself and got an engineering degree, did the show, made some money, and 49. He was like, look, just to look at him, not knowing a person, just to look at him, look like a thin, fit dude, and you're like, man, that guy's gonna live to be 84. And 49, that's way too young for a dude like that. I mean, 40, everybody should live to be 102. I think we need to get to work on some science, because what is this 60, 70, 80 shit? Fuck that noise. We put a man on the moon. We should all be living to 100 plus. We should all be hitting the three-figure range. So that's heartbreaking. It's not quite Heath Ledger. It's not quite Anton Yelchin. But it's too bad. He seemed like a cool guy. Obviously a bright guy. And it's too bad that that happened to him. I don't know if there's any circle like that. I read a couple tweets from the other two cast members that he worked with, and everybody was shocked, of course. I don't know that there was any events surrounding it. I don't believe there were, like a home invasion or something, a jilted lover. He had a brain aneurysm, and it's kind of like a stroke, and it happens. Even to healthy people, it's something that happens, but that's just tragic. So, and then another news, Justin Bieber's doing just fine. That guy is going to live to be 165. He's going to break the record. What's the record, like 136 years old, which is insane. I'm 38, so if somebody lives to be 138, that's me plus 100 years. It's what it should be, but goddamn, which ain't gonna happen. I don't, I don't know why, but I ain't gonna live to be 136. I'm gonna get some Taco Bell as soon as I'm done with this, but I don't know why I'm not gonna make it to 70. But I got a gut down here. I don't know if you can hear that, but still, it's tragedy. It's a shame. Hopefully, he just died in his sleep. If you gotta go, that's the way to go. And he had his success and he had his millions, and hopefully he had a good time. But dude should have, again, the minimum should have been 84 on that guy. That's just too bad. And of course, you know, dude like that dies at 49, and all kinds of horrible people are gonna live a nice life, old ripe age and shit. Ain't no justice in the universe, and there never was, Muse. Ain't no justice in the universe, and there never was. So that's my thoughts. R.I.P., brother. It's a shame he's gone, and I wish him and his family the best. Obviously, they're not going to see this, but for his family and the people that he worked with on the show, my condolences, because never met him, but seemed like a chill dude. Seemed like a cool guy. And it's a shame. So that's all I got to say on that. Thank you for watching the channel. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll be doing some reviews of these. If you can see them back here, I'm going to get these up and running and be reviewing all this goodness in the near future here. So a bit on me. I am at work. I haven't really been covering too much of what's going on with me, but I started a job in February through a temp service. Jobs are hard to come by where I is. And it's looking like I'm going to get hired on next week, hopefully, or the week after that. They pulled me off of where I had been working. They wanted me to get some training and on some other lines, and it's been going well. First couple of days were kind of rough, but today, real quick, I do dry foods packaging. You take 8 boxes, and then you pull them off the conveyor and you put them into another bigger box. Basically it. And then you rotate with a person and you go fold other boxes so they can do their thing. I was working up in what's called dump, which is a little more complicated than that. You dump the ingredients, 500-pound boxes of macaroni and potato flakes and everything else. You put it to a power jack, put it on a conveyor. It dumps in a thing. I miss my dump, man. I miss dump. That job was so cush. God damn. And so working down on the line, we've been doing these 8 boxes of it's taters. You got taters, so you got to grab 8 boxes of taters, put them down into another box, kind of like a tray, more a thing like a cardboard tray, and then 8 more cardboard trays. Slide it on the thing, put another box on your platform. 8 boxes. Slide it down here. It's going down another conveyor to a guy who's going to put it on a pallet, roll it up, send it off into the warehouse. And so for 8 hours a day, for a half an hour at a time, you're taking these heavy boxes. And if you try to get your hands under them or anything else, it doesn't work. So you just got to take 8 boxes and squish them with your hands and then pull it down and set it in the box. And then these got to go down over the next one. You kind of set them on the first day and then slide them into that slot and you push them down. And carpal tunnel like a motherfucker has been bothering me. So the last few days, for anybody who's ever had carpal tunnel, I should do a whole video on this. There's isometrics, press up. Anytime you have a pull, there needs to be an extension. For every push, there needs to be a pull are going to have muscle problems. You're going to have pain issues. Carpal tunnel being one of them. Carpal tunnel is where you have the carpal tunnels in your wrist because you overdevelop the muscles on this side by constantly clamping and squeezing. It cuts off the carpal tunnels and liquid gets caught in your hands. You get that tingly feeling, which sucks while you're at work. And so another job I got to do is take like 5 kind of like breakfast bar things in little packs and put them in the box on a conveyor. I went to college. This is my life. And so that's a bitch when you got carpal tunnel, baby. So any kind of extension, extend, isometric, press up against this, press up against your forearm and do a lot of this shit. Get some weight. This will do you. Just extend. Everything is you constantly grasping, it's constantly pulling in. Extend out. There you go. And you'll feel that in your forearm. And that will reduce the effects of carpal tunnel because you'll open up those tunnels that are being squished in by the overdeveloped muscles on this side, create equilibrium, and the liquids can flow in and out. And so the point being, last couple of days I haven't been dealing with carpal tunnel. So I'll do a whole video on that. That anybody ever have carpal tunnel problems, that's how you do it. You don't want carpal tunnel no more, just do 30 of these. And all you're doing is extending. Pull out. And you'll feel that, this is actually pretty heavy for just doing I don't know what you call it, an extension. But I'm feeling that all up and down my tops of my hands and my forearms. And that is going to reduce the effects of carpal tunnel syndrome. How do you get carpal tunnel syndrome? Watch this all day. What am I doing here? Squeezing. And then I go to work. And I grab 5 of this and 5 of this. And it's this happening all day. These muscles get overdeveloped. So you need to extend. That's how you get rid of carpal tunnel syndrome. Point is, first couple days my hands are fucking killing me, and I haven't had any problems. I feel a little bit of numbness here and there, but nothing significant because I've trained myself to be doing this. And then when I got a moment on the line, I'm doing this, and I look like Alf or something. I look like a Muppet. Yeah, singing a song on a rainy day in my house with and everybody else in the factory is like, the fuck with this ginger motherfucker. So my carpal tunnel is doing better. My back was killing me. These are heavy boxes of mashed taters like this, and I can feel the muscles up here as I do that, going, bro, get a Tempur-Pedic bed. You need to get more back support, brother. But today, especially, wouldn't really bother me that much. I can feel it, but it ain't pain. It's sore, but not pain. And it was pain, Jack. It's been working the line will take a toll on your body. I'm getting through the threshold of where it doesn't bother me as much. So I talked about that much longer than I had intended. But anybody with carpal tunnel problems, I hope that helps. Back support, strengthen your abs, crunches and shit, get a better bed. But that's what's going on with me. So the last couple days at work, this week, today was my Tuesday. As I get off tonight will be my equivalent of a Wednesday. We started a day earlier, we're going in Sunday. And it's been a better week. And so I haven't had any problems, hadn't jammed at the line, nothing's going wrong. Which I'm coming up on 6 months. And I've had a lot of days where I'm just like, rip out my hair. And today was pretty chill. Today was a pretty chill day. You rotate every half hour. And I would be like, oh God, how much time do I have left? It's only been 4 minutes. And then today I would get to half an hour and I'd feel the person behind me. Oh, am I out? Oh, okay. It's been half an hour and I hardly noticed. So when it's muscle memory and it becomes like automatic, where you just kind of titties. your world is much better, and that's why I like Dump, because once you know your job, it's all so repetitive, which sucks. It's the same thing over and over again. You go bring in your boxes with a power lift off the platform, put them in the corner. There's a box up there on the hydraulic. You pull that down. You pull that off with a metal hook thing. You break that down. You have the next box prepped. You put it back up. Then you take down the old box. You bring up another box. You prep that, and it's taters. That's 81. That's going down to where I was working on the line today. Same thing. And then write down your numbers. Write down your numbers, you bastard. So, but you can go into automatic mode once you get a feel for all that, and you're like, titties, and it's nice. But down on the line, you're like, it's cray cray. So the point is, I'm getting to that point on the line where I wasn't Dump, where I'm like, and then every once in a while, it's 8 boxes, and then 8 boxes, it's going into a skid, a little smaller box. I don't know what to call it. But once in a while, you bump something and something's off, and you fight with it for a second, you're behind. And I'm fast enough to get caught up, and they're just coming down the line. It's just like a row of nothing but potato boxes of dried potatoes. You gotta boil them, and heavy mothers. So I'm at the point where it's getting automatic, and they'll probably have me to cold room tomorrow. It is what it is. I was doing well on that too. Quick story while I have you here. You're still watching, which is nobody. I was doing the same thing in cold room. Boxes coming down a conveyor. You gotta take 6 boxes, put them into another bigger box. All my education. This is why I pay student loans. So you open up the box, you set it on a thing. You take 6 boxes, you put it into that box, you set it into the thing, and it's like it feels like being on a submarine and you're loading the torpedo, because then you got to hit the green button, and it wraps that up to the guy putting it on the stacker, putting it on the pallet. And so 6 boxes, box, put on a thing, hit the button, 6 button, and so the other day I was working in green room, and again, trying to get on full time, which is like another $1 an hour, and I don't even know exactly what it'd be, because there's a piece of paperwork by the clock out that says they're upping everything by 3.45% for this, and performance, and 3.286 for this performance. So they're upping the monies a little bit of what people are making. And I just realized I got to work this weekend. Oh God, it just dawned on me. I'm working Saturday. Oof. Oh, I was trying to be happy about life. Fuck. So anyway, damn, 18. So, but yeah, so I go to hit the green button and nothing happens. And now I've got boxes coming on a conveyors. So they had to call maintenance, come and work on this machine. And we're taking the boxes and trying to set them off to the side. And he's like, oh my God. But I did well. I wasn't making any mistakes. Everything was copacetic. So next week or the week after, I should be on full time. And that's another $1 and something an hour. I'll find out exactly what it is, because part of that 3.86% is performance. We'll see what it is. But that's good for me, because I was already getting bills paid off, cars caught up, and then I've spent way too much time talking about this. But then I start putting away money for like a new phone or something. Get some more of these. I just spent about $175 on various video games. Did a review on them. Check them out if you haven't seen them. Good times. So I'm about to hit 20 minutes. I'm well past my goal. Grant Imahara, God bless you, sir. Rest in peace. Again, my condolences to the family and people on the show, and I hope they're doing well. So I'm out of here. Like, subscribe, you know what to do. Cheers.